All right, welcome to another episode of You're Lucky to Be Here with me, Mason Smith. And today's guest, I'm super excited. First musician on the podcast,
Hell yeah.
Carly Rogers, everybody.
That's me.
Hell yeah.
So, yo,
thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'll quote Danny Martinello. I'm lucky to be here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very cool. Thank you
So,
for having me.
How's your, so you know how to open a White Claw in a fun way?
Yeah. So
Let's see it.
I went to college when I was underage, obviously, like most people do, but I was like 16 and a half, 17 years old.
You went to college at 16?
17. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was like 17 and a half.
So you graduated, you were young. I was 17 when I graduated too, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but I went to college and whatever that is, and I turned 18 that semester, but I came home for Christmas and I go, Dad, I learned a party trick. And my brother's in a fraternity and stuff at the time, whatever, and my parents are little rebel rousers. And so I go, Dad, I learned a party trick. And he goes, what kind of party trick? I said, it's a good one, I promise. And he goes, okay. And I just one-fingered it, and he goes,
wait, that's the party trick?
that's the trick. And that's exactly what my dad's reaction was. He goes, that's it? And I go, that's it. He goes, oh, thank God. Thank God.
Well, yeah, I guess it could have been worse.
Could have been so much worse. Cheers. Why is yours so much longer and thicker than mine?
Oh, well, because I like to start the day off with the big one before I shift to the little ones.
I've officially broken my sobriety digitally.
What do you mean?
So I think I told you, I was like, oh, we can break my sobriety.
Yeah,
live
but
on the pod.
I didn't know what you meant. I thought you were just joking. You haven't been drinking in a long time?
Oh, so I quit for 2 years, and then no, I totally quit for 2 years, and I recently was cleared to it was a whole thing. We can talk about it, but I was cleared to drink again if I wanted to. So I've slowly been here and there.
Like by the courts or?
No, by the neurologist.
Oh.
I have a brain injury, and so.
Hey, it could have been court ordered. You never know.
No, we'll get into it. And but so I just I haven't told the internet that I've been drinking again. I haven't posted about it or anything. And because at the time, like everybody, when they first get sober, they're like,
keep it a secret.
Well, they post about this whole I'm choosing sobriety.
Yeah,
my
I don't
life's
like
gonna be
that. If you're gonna just do it. You did it.
I made a little post of I'm so happy that I've been 6 months sober. Whatever. It wasn't too crazy. It was a short little paragraph, not the book.
But you got sober for health reasons, not because of legal reasons.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so I've got a brain injury from a
You're
car
not
accident.
gonna start convulsing or anything, are you?
No, unless somebody hits my head again. But no,
Again.
A couple weeks ago, I had butted a brick wall down there on 6th Street.
On purpose?
No.
Oh.
No, something happened, and we're still unsure of the
scooter
details.
or?
No, something got slipped in my drink, I think.
Oh, you know what's wild? I had never really even met anyone that has actually been. Well, I'll take that back. My ex-wife got drugged when we were in Croatia.
Really?
We went to this. We did Yacht Week.
Haven't heard of that country in a long time.
Croatia.
Yeah.
And but we did Yacht Week, and they did this. They have this thing called the White Party, where you just everyone wears white.
Right.
And it's not like only whites or anything.
Is that where Diddy was, or
maybe? Probably he might have
one
been.
of
I
those
don't know.
parties?
Yeah. And she got drugged, but except for that, I had never really known anyone that's been drugged. I moved here almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And there was a problem at the club I work at where multiple people on multiple weekends were getting drugged left and right.
Mm-hmm. I've been drugged 7 times, and nothing bad's ever happened, luckily. But
that's good.
The first 5 were all in Nashville. First 6 rather. I'm sorry, I'd have to do math there. 6 were in Nashville, and every time, luckily I lived right downtown and stuff, so I could just. As soon as I felt it kick in, I was on stage every single time.
Wow.
People buying shots for the band and stuff. And the rest of the band did J-Mo. I did Jack Honey, and so mine was an easy little target.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing that's crazy between Nashville and Austin, this is just friendly information for anybody it ever happens to. Those drugs are out of your system in 24 to 48 hours, but there's not a single facility in the city that will test you for it unless you've been violently assaulted. And I think the cities just don't want the statistics,
Yeah, right.
But even when it happened in Nashville, I immediately went to Vanderbilt or whichever hospitals, and they refused to check. And they only test for meth, amphetamine, whatever, weed, coke, whatever the case is, but they will not check you for...
Did you test it yourself? Did you end up just getting an at-home drug test or no?
Well, no, it was very obvious that at least at that point in time that, oh yeah, I took one shot and all of a sudden I haven't remembered the last 8 hours or whatever, but This time was sketchy just because I only had like a sip or two of a Jack and Coke. This bar didn't have my favorite whiskey, so just got a little Jack and Coke, took a couple sips, and within like 30 minutes was just gone. And I thought I fell and like hit my head and might have given myself a concussion or something because I quit. To bring it back a little bit, I have a traumatic brain injury from a car accident I got in when I was 19. And we found it in an MRI or something that there's a lesion in my brain and all that to land on. We're like, we got to make sure this isn't like a tumor or anything like that. You got to quit drinking, got to quit smoking for 2 years and we'll just do the testing.
They said specifically 2 years you got to take a break?
Well, it took about 2 years. So yeah, so I had to, just based on like the MRI and then the therapy and then some more like brain electro whatever. I'm no neurologist or scientist by any means, but all these testings and stuff. And it was like a year and like 10 months or something. So I just kind of round off at 2. No. Give it back. So this last time though, I took a sip or two of this,
yeah, I swear to God.
No, but I took a sip or two of like a Jack and Coke, and then all of a sudden it was lights out, and I thought I might have slipped in the bathroom where I think I don't want to name anybody at the place it was, but the manager like found me in the bathroom or somebody told him that there was a girl on the floor, and I thought I just like hit my head, and that's why I was all squirrely and couldn't remember anything and got sick. And then the next day there were a couple of the security guards from the place, and they're like, We've gotten to know you a little bit. Like, that was way out of character. I don't think you just hit your head. Like, we're not suggesting anything like crazy, but there's a chance. There's a pretty high chance.
It's very common here. Yeah. It's crazy. I've never seen more people get drugged than here in Austin. It's wild. Insane. So, I used to do a bit. It never really worked, and I stopped doing it. But I would be like, if you get drugged and you don't get raped,
exactly,
just extra free drugs.
It's exactly how I feel. Like, oh shit, I just got the best night's sleep that I've had in years. So
probably have to bleep that, huh?
No, I mean I can make that joke. I think I've been roofied 7 times and I've never gotten assaulted. So
yeah, it never works.
I've been assaulted in other ways, not drugged. But
really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Not to get dark, but it's fine. I make the jokes. I've got friends that like will not say the word. And I'm like, you kind of got to, I think. I think you got to get over it a little bit, and it's fine.
That's like if a white guy says the N-word, but there's not one around to hear it, did it really get said?
Like if a tree falls in the woods or whatever?
I didn't want the microphone to hear me. It's fine. I do rap music.
Yeah.
But, so funny.
How come you I probably asked you this when we first met, but how come you have a Southern accent? Where are you originally from?
Okay, so it's a fun story. So I grew up in Vermont. My whole family goes back to Vermont since like they were huge proponents of the American Revolution. They still teach Rogers Rangers.
Troublemakers.
Well, they were like, there was a whole subsection of there was the militias and stuff, and there was the Green Mountain Boys, and then you had the Rogers Rangers, and those they still teach about the Rogers Rangers in military school and stuff, like at West Point, whatever the places are, and but then my parents had us going to Florida, and I grew up speaking Spanish at 4 years old all the way through. We went to Florida and when I was like 10 or so, and by then too I was singing a bunch of opera music in a bunch of different languages, so I already had this crazy, stupid, weird, eclectic accent.
Don't make up words.
What was the one you used earlier? Poignant? Dustin Poignant or whatever. But so then I moved to Nashville. I was 17 and I got right in, obviously down on Broadway and stuff, but I had a roommate that had the thickest accent, and then all my friends were from South Georgia with the thickest accents. And I get a little bit picked on, but then also like if you're around people for long enough, I think a lot of people do tend to mimic. I think it's a primitive thing. I don't think it's like
they call it code switching.
Well, that's
but yours is you're doing it all the time, so I don't think it's code switching.
Yeah, I don't go hang out in like the Bronx and turn into
into what?
Somebody else. But So, but then I mean, it's just stuck, and it's not. I've lived in Vermont now for 2 years.
Plus, you sing you do country music.
I do
for the most part, right?
Yeah, so country and rock and stuff, and like the accent doesn't change.
Yeah.
But I think it was a whole product of literally just being inundated. I mean, everybody in my band was from South Georgia or Texas or Tennessee or Carolinas, and dated everybody I dated since I moved to Nashville was all Southern, Southeastern.
Wait, do you live in Nashville now?
So I thought
you lived in Vermont.
I do live in Vermont, and I haven't been there all summer just because I've been on the road and stuff. But I do. I've got a spot. My best friend's got open space too, but I go down and usually kick back in my friend's basement apartment. So I stay 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, and then go back to Vermont, come back down, hit the road.
So you have a place in Nashville though?
Yes.
What's your is it Carly Rogers and then Ann Friends or do you have a band name?
Oh no, it's just Carly Rogers.
Oh, okay.
All the musicians are subject to change indefinitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've not been able to. That's one reason I don't travel with the band now is because it was so hard, and my best friend's going through it right now. Like, you find people that you like, and then all of a sudden one of them tries to climb in bed with you at 3 o'clock in the morning randomly in the hotel room, or somebody's cheating on their wife, or somebody's, just getting too drunk and embarrassing or whatever the case. And I've just not been lucky enough. Some people move to town with a full band. Some people find them when they get there, and I just haven't.
Like studio musicians and whatnot.
Well, yeah, and
I can play the shit out of drums, and I've been playing again lately.
I believe it. We talked about that when we first met.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah. I've really enjoyed it.
I would love to talk about too our first meeting at the club, because we got sat randomly next to each other.
Yeah,
and then,
Mothership.
Well, and then turns out your childhood best friend worked with me and stayed with me at my apartment in Nashville.
And was it Drake?
Drake.
Yeah, it was Drake. Yeah,
Mr. Drake. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. So we had a good old time talking about that, and then you were telling me about the motocross and the drums, and because I used to race BMX. That's why I wore my hair scrambles hoodie for you today.
Is there any videos of you doing BMX that we could pull up?
No, I just only have photos, but I can send you some photos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Newspaper articles. You can Google my name, and it comes up with childhood BMX newspaper articles all the way to my mugshot.
Oh, okay. Wait, when? All right.
So I don't actually have a mugshot. That's a joke I make, but.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because that could bring us into our next segment.
What's your last name again, Carly?
Rogers. No D, because I'm a lady.
What, is there sometimes a D in Rogers?
I don't have a D. Yes, there is sometimes a D in Rogers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has a D. If you Google, did you say BMX with it too? You might have to hit images. Yeah, one of those will pop up somewhere. That's funny. It's not popping up for me. But
is that you right there or no?
That's actually not me. That's really funny though. That's probably some girl I used to beat. I can't find it. I'm so sorry. There's a couple that are somewhere in there, but they're not popping up for us now.
Sorry, you can send me something later if
Yeah. Also, too, the local banner might have. There's my Instagram. The local paper that had them posted and stuff may have archived those articles or something too. But
what city was it?
Bennington, Benningint.
Bennington, Vermont.
Yeah, you might have to hit that BMX still though. This is fun.
When you were doing BMX, were you doing the concrete rollers or dirt?
It was mostly dirt. There was a couple times, of course, we'd have there were blacktop turns. And,
yeah, right.
One of my favorite tracks was in Binghamton, New York, and it had an S turn that was all blacktop. But
oh, cool.
That's where I would watch everybody else go down and be afraid for my life and pedal as fast as I could to get through it. Yeah, because those are blacktop turns are terrifying.
Do you still have a bicycle now? Do you still do tricks?
No, I haven't. I don't even get on the stationary bike. I think. I've still got my old bikes and stuff like that, but I don't have one that I ride regularly.
Well, wait. So anyway, I got sidetracked. So you've been arrested?
I have. Well, I was put in the cuffs and they let me go.
Oh, of course.
Which you can't do. You can't. My brother's a cop. You can't put somebody in handcuffs and then after you get your rights read.
Well, yeah. I guess. Yeah, because I've been in handcuffs and then they just let me go after, but they didn't do the rights or whatever.
They did the whole thing on me.
What'd you do? You stealing bicycles?
Stealing children.
Yeah.
No, I was driving from Washington to Montana and forgot that I'd stopped at the dispensary before I left Washington.
Okay, because Montana is not legal.
It is legal, and so I checked to make sure that Montana was legal. And Washington was legal. I didn't know. I drove through a little tiny strip of Idaho where it's not legal. And I kind of went the back way anyway, but got up in this little tiny town named Bonner's Ferry and was going up a mountain in a passing lane. And the guy in front of me, not my fault, was going like 30 and a 45 because it was raining. And it's 35 degrees out, but I know how to drive. And I'm driving this like candy apple red Mini Cooper out of state plates that I didn't choose. It just was the car that was.
Oh, it was the rental?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I was driving or whatever, and I went to pass the guy. And then some cop 15 cars behind us because we'd been in a line of traffic because of how slow this guy was going. Cop saw me go around the guy, I guess, and thought I was speeding, claimed I was speeding, pulled me over and said I was. And I told him, I'd like to see the radar gun just to prove that I was speeding because I think I was going like 47 and a 45,
Yeah.
And he wouldn't show it to me, did this whole 30-minute back and forth of like, my brother's a cop, whatever. And then he goes, I smell weed. Or I smell marijuana. He's an older guy. I said,
"That's you been smoking dope?"
Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, that's impossible. I didn't smoke today. I've got all my music equipment in the back. Like, I'm just driving to a show. And after going back and forth with me, he's kind of, and I'm not arguing. I'm very kind and polite. I've gotten out of hundreds of speeding tickets. I know how to work
those eyes for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, and normally too, it's just like I'm coming from the gym or something, and then I just tell him my brother's a cop. I'm so sorry. Like I didn't realize whatever, and they just let me go. Well, he goes back and forth with me about it, and I was like, it's impossible. And he goes, well, I'm gonna have to search the vehicle. It's very much like illegal here. And I go, you can't search my car unless whatever. He called 3 state trooper backups, one of the canines, and had them hit the car.
And that's fake too.
It's so fake.
That's not real.
Well, and shout out to Mr. CJ Landry over there at the club because I love CJ's comedy.
CJ's great.
I finally got to meet him last night, but I've seen him like 5 times, and he's got this bit, not to ruin part of it, but he's like only 40 or 30% of those canines are actually accurate whenever they hit.
Some of them are just people's personal dogs,
and
they just say that they're a canine unit.
Yeah, and it's insane. And so they, of course, hit it and pulled me out, and I was in a t-shirt. It was still raining, still 35 degrees out, and I had a rain jacket in the passenger seat. They wouldn't even let me take it. I was like, can I just put my jacket on? And I'm... he's one out, and he puts me through the funky chicken, and they make me stand out and talk to him. They got me circled because he's had to do it a couple times, I guess. And
I'm good at passing field sobriety tests.
Every time I've been pulled over drunk, I've always passed.
I always say I won't do the breathalyzer, but I'll do the test.
Yeah. Oh, and I only drove drunk before I quit drinking. Well, before I quit drinking, I stopped drinking and driving at a reasonable time in my life. But
well, you got to get back out there, get back on the horse.
You got to start riding the bike again. And so, so then they, they searched the whole car for an hour. So at this point, it's like a 2-hour traffic stop.
Where was the weed hid?
In the trunk, in my suitcase, underneath my underwear, in the bag, still stapled, still sealed.
With
the receipt on it
from
and everything.
The store.
And it was a half gram. So it wasn't even like I've got tiny hands. And it wasn't even the size of my pinky. And so, of course, they're like, this is a misdemeanor possession or whatever, and I could take you to jail and all this stuff. And then I said... like, please don't, whatever.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like, come on.
Please don't take me to jail.
Come on, man.
Said it
and
like,
of course that works for everybody.
Well, it was crazy. But like I said, he said it in a way of like, I could, what I could do, thinking like, oh, thank God. Like, you're not going to though, right? And then, of course, like he went to the car, stood there, the other 3 talked my ear off and like kind of started flirting with me a little bit, which is crazy. And one of them pulled off the scene and DM'd me on Instagram 7 minutes later. Was like, I found your music and sorry we had to meet under the circumstances or whatever the case was. It was so stupid. Wow. And so he comes back out of the car and he's like, you have the right to whatever, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, right.
Puts me in the cuffs. And after he's done, I go, sir, just respectfully is one of my favorite words. Respectfully, I'm going to make so much money off of this merchandise. I'm going to be the next Morgan Wallen, whatever. Like, thank you so much for doing me such a big favor, getting me this mugshot picture. I've been dying for this.
Been needing one.
I've been wanting one. I have actually. I've asked my brother 4 times if he'd stage a mugshot or like an arrest for me.
Do it.
No, of course not. He won't even check my record for me. I'm like, do I have any outstanding parking tickets anywhere? And
Why?
He's like, it flags the system.
He's a goody two shoe, huh?
He is a good police officer. He's the ones that he's the one that the inmates kind of, they ask him to do things for him, and he does it. And
maybe don't tell on him.
Well, no, like they're like, can I get Tylenol or can I get a blanket?
Oh, gotcha. Stuff that's around.
Yeah, like a nice guy. He lets some people go every now and then for speed. He's a nice guy. Mm-hmm. And but he's like, no, it'll say that Officer Rogers was looking up Miss Rogers' record and why were you doing that, whatever the case. So he doesn't do that.
Is he a cop in Vermont or Florida?
He is no, not either one. He's in a different. I don't know if I should.
Disclose, it's okay.
Just because his family's super private. So
you don't have to.
Yeah, and his wife is like super duper private with the kids and stuff. So they've got questionable careers, I guess, as far as child safety. So it'd be terrible if I was like, this is where my brother lives, and then somebody he arrested.
What's his address?
Yeah, which president street named after which street named after a president? Words are hard. I don't talk good. You get the joke. I tried. Floundered there a little bit.
Well, so they let you go though?
Yeah, so he's like, we'll send you a court date. And then I never got the date.
I'm wanted in Birmingham.
Well, I'm wanted in Bonners Ferry, Idaho.
Yeah.
Birmingham. Do you happen to know, and a little quick shout out, but do you happen to know a singer named Willie Trawick from Birmingham?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, never mind. Shout out Willie Trawick.
Yeah, I was there. I went and I got arrested on LSD.
Oh, yeah.
At a Bass Nectar concert on New Year's Eve.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was...
I tried to say I was drugged, but I just didn't tell them I did it to myself.
Yeah, of course, and that didn't work for you, did it?
No.
They said no, but
I was naked in the cell, and I peed on the floor, and I said...
Wait, why were you naked?
Because I was fucked up. And I thought that I was being pranked. I didn't think it was real.
Yeah.
And at one point I was tripping so hard, I thought the door was going to fall down and they were going to be like, live from SNL, Saturday Night Live, Mason Smith.
Full belief system too. Like fully, absolutely.
Oh, excuse me. And I thought I could hear people in the next cell laughing, being like, any minute now, we're going to let them know it's a joke. I was in jail, though. It wasn't a joke.
Here comes Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. Our musical guest today is Usher.
That's who drugged you.
Yeah, it was one of the craziest experiences of my life.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine.
I thought
tripping.
I was Jesus.
I've never even tripped, so I've taken like a couple of mushrooms, and luckily I've disclosed this to my parents now. So if they see this, don't go run and tell my mom and dad.
Are your parents like super like all over you about shit?
No. I just always I'm always afraid of them being like our daughter's a mess up, like.
Well, now they're gonna see that I just got you boozing again.
I drank with them last week. No, they know. Okay. Yeah. But they no, they're very good people, and they've been together since high school, and they just drink.
Cool.
Yeah, and they just drink only on account that they're both like the weed that we smoked when we were in high school made us a little like we thought too much, so we didn't like that. And people who've been traumatized don't like to think too much. They both have questionable
today's
childhoods.
weed's like a lot. I knew a couple of older guys. I was a welder for 11 years.
Yeah.
And I knew a couple guys that they would only smoke like shitty weed.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, I can't smoke that shit that you got.
5% THCA or whatever they do.
Yeah, they're like, I want mine to be broke off a brick with seeds in it.
Do you need some Pepto-Bismol? I might have some in my magic
No,
purse
I need some more peppermint oil pills.
No, you don't. You're grounded from peppermint oil pills.
Peppermint oil, I like that better.
I swear it was they were working. I have acid reflux. I take Nexium every day.
Okay. You and my mom both.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's because of a shitty diet.
Mm-hmm.
But I do 3 steaks a week with broccoli.
Okay.
And I added red peppers, Taylor.
Nice.
I started cutting up red peppers and putting them in there, and I douse it all in a bunch of Cajun seasoning.
Yeah. That's really good for the acid reflux.
Yeah, but it's so damn good.
It is.
Like, it's so good.
It's very good.
I love spicy stuff, but spicy stuff doesn't like me.
Yeah, I hear you. Can I tell you, I am the best stovetop steak cooker. Like 16-ounce, 20-ounce steak.
In a pan?
In a pan. A regular, no extra big, what do they call that? The damn iron one. The cast iron.
A skillet.
Cast iron skillet. No, not even in that. Just like a cheap Walgreens. Where do you buy pots
Walmart.
and pans?
Target.
Dollar General, actually, I think is where I got my pots and pans
You know
from.
my hometown has like 5 Dollar Generals?
Mine does too, and there's only 2,000 people. It's crazy.
It's so weird.
Crazy.
People grocery shop at Dollar General. You grocery shop there?
I used to in college. Like that was where I'd go and get like my eggs and my milk.
They don't have meat though there, do they?
I don't think so. No, the steak might be the one thing I'd have to get outsourced. But my family too. They buy a whole cow at the end of the year. There's like a few people that they all go in on a cow, and my parents have like between the venison and the cow meat. Sorry, cow was a hard word to figure out there for a second.
Beef.
That's what I call my dog. beef.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a German Shepherd.
Oh.
He's a rescue. He's got a cool story. Straight out of Memphis. But
he's in Nashville?
He's in Vermont.
Oh, okay.
He didn't come with me on this trip because I had to fly over Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't drive through this time.
Do you hunt?
I've never killed anything. I've always been lucky to go with people that really wanted to kill something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like,
I mean, that's the goal.
of course, but I don't have whatever that is. Like, I just like to go and sit in the woods with a gun, I guess.
Oh, okay. And not shoot. You're like, there's a deer, but I don't want to kill it.
Well, yeah. And like the people, so I've gone on a few hunts where like it's a tournament or something like that. And I'm there to play music. And then they're like, we're going to partner you up with somebody and they'll take you out. And the goal is to get me to shoot something. But then the person I'm always partnered with is like, I really want this. I'm like, okay.
Oh.
Like, you take it. Like, it's fine. Go ahead. But
I need this.
I really want to kill this bird.
The first time that I went and actually got to finally kill something, I killed 3 deer in 45 minutes.
I believe it. I don't know. Did you have 3 tags?
No, it was one of them wasn't. So the big one that came out, I shot him first, but he ran off in the woods, and then I dropped the doe that he was chasing, and then my uncle's like, "Hey, we gotta wait like 45 minutes before we go see if that one's dead or not." But then a little 4-point came walking out, and he was like, fucking shoot that one too.
Yeah.
And I killed him. And then we go to the bush, go into the woods, and there's just horns sticking out.
Uh-huh.
And I killed 3.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
I will say, too, since you possibly incriminated yourself.
Well, the statute of limitations is probably up.
Well, that's what I was going to say is when I was a young kid, I don't want to age myself here by any means, but when I was like young, like maybe kindergarten, first grade, my dad took me out and we didn't see anything. I just had a little Red Ryder, like BB gun or whatever, and he brought his gun or whatever, but we didn't see anything because neither one of us can sit still for longer than 4.5 minutes. If you see me over here fidgeting,
I can't
need to
sit
stand
still
up.
either, yeah.
But we saw pileated woodpecker, which is like the size of one of y'all's lights. It's a 3-foot woodpecker that's
Can we
got
see a pileated woodpecker?
It's like, I think it's what Woody
Yeah, good luck
woodpeckers.
spelling that.
Yeah, I think it's what Woody woodpecker is.
Oh, like just an
modeled after.
original woodpecker.
Yeah, except these ones get huge. They're like 3 feet tall. They're huge. And my dad goes, shoot that. Like, go ahead, hit it.
Just shoot that woodpecker for no reason.
Yeah, with my little BB gun. And but I knocked it down and we didn't collect it. And we went home. My dad went and told the whole town, basically. Like, my dad's got 100 first cousins.
You killed an endangered species?
Yeah, the whole family was like, Mike, shut the fuck up. Like, don't stop saying that. You're going to get her in trouble. She's going to go to jail at the age of 6 years old.
Baby one.
Very cute. Little spots.
Yeah, so how do you feel about that, killing an endangered species?
I don't think they're endangered anymore, but at the time I was pedestaled for that, you know? I was one of the first Rogerses to
Not extinct.
Yeah.
What was it again?
Pileated.
The pileated woodpecker is not currently listed as a threatened or endangered species. It is protected though, so
Yes. Yeah, so it was definitely protected, and I think it was threatened at the time, and so it was a whole
threatened
thing.
by that BB gun that you shot it with.
Better look out.
So are you? When did you start playing music?
I started singing. I mean, I was like a 2-year-old in the car seat rolling down my window singing songs to people like next to us at the traffic light. You know, there's old stories and stuff. But I started singing the national anthem when I was 4 at the BMX races. I started kindergarten at 4 or whatever, and pardon me, my nicotine hit the wrong salivary gland there for a second.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to me that you do those.
No, thanks. I used to do Copenhagen, believe it or not. Copenhagen and Grizzly. And
by the way, just real quick,
Yeah.
I remember when I was probably 8 years old. I remember when Copenhagen, my dad dipped Copenhagen Black, and the price went up by like 80 cents or something. And I remember my dad being furious, and he's like, guess I'm a Red Seal man now. And he switched to Red Seal because Copenhagen went up by like 88 cents.
Well, they're the first.
And he's still to this day, that's what Red Seal fine cut.
I believe it.
It's
and
disgusting.
Good for him. Mr. Smith, I respect your decision.
Ugh.
No, that's crazy too, because I had my childhood best friend that lived in the neighborhood. Like his sister and my brother were the same age. Me and him were the same age. And our parents, I think, always fantasized like maybe our kids would all grow up and get married to each other, which is kind of crazy. Small town shit, I guess. But
Have you been married?
Never once. Never been married, no kids. What's the dating app profile bio supposed to say? Never been married, no kids. whatever.
Dog.
Yeah. But his dad would make us take the first time I ever smoked a cigarette, I was like 6, because he would help us peel, or he would make us peel off the tabs of the Marlboro packs. You get like, they're like box tops.
Oh, Marlboro points.
Yeah. So
you get like a shirt or a jacket.
He's like, I might as well put 4 more hands on this project, you know? So he had us doing that. And he's like, here you go, kids. Try it out. And so I don't want to out him either, but shout out to Mr. Bob for giving me my first smoke.
It's always, I had a Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob.
My shop, I was a welder for 11 years. One of my shop foremans, his name was Bob.
Yeah. Well, and his wife was Michelle. And Michelle.
You got to take a, I said I was a welder for 11 years. It's a part of the show. You take a drink.
Well, cheers. Well, cheers every time, too. That's one of my things. Somebody just made me cheers the other day. Total side note. Hold your can. They made me cheers like this. They went top, butt, tap. I don't know why, but they made me tap the butt. I was like, that's
I don't
nuts.
care for that.
Yeah, no. But Miss Michelle, they say you're never really friends with someone until your friend's mom abuses you. And one time we were sitting there playing video games.
Abuses you how?
Well, so I just seen like memes or whatever online. It's like your best friend's mom isn't your best friend's mom until she obviously like treats you like her own kid or something. And she pulled me up by the head of my hair one time because we were playing video games. She wanted us to get out of the house. And so she ran up on me and him and grabbed us both by the head of our hairs and like dragged us over the couch and threw us out the back door and made us go outside.
That's abuse.
It was, but it was fun. I think I only lost like 3 strands. You know, I think I'm still missing some spots right here.
One of my buddies that I grew up with when I was a teenager, I lived on his floor, and he had a hot mom.
Yeah.
And she would get dressed in front of me.
Oh, that's very strange. Actually, a friend of mine right now is going through some stuff where he's being accused of like, have you ever heard of the Oedipal complex, the Oedipus? Did you have to read the Oedipus or whatever in school?
I don't read.
Freudian stuff, Freudian psychology.
Yeah,
is that like the Odyssey?
Yes, the Odyssey. So with Oedipus, he accidentally marries his mom and he doesn't know, and they don't figure it out until like later on in life.
It's like Boardwalk Empire.
I used to watch that inappropriately when I was like a 7-year-old. I didn't know, but I'd be up way too late past my bedtime.
The main character in that like first season was like fucking his mom.
Oh,
because she was only like 14 years older than him.
Yeah.
And they were like doing weird shit.
Well, it sounds like she went through some weird shit just to have him. So I mean, I guess apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
And this was like in like the Boardwalk Empire's in the 20s, right? 20s or 30s, something like that.
1920s.
Yeah.
I thought it was like I'm very confused because what I remember is just, of course, like it would come on at 1 a.m. after like Comedy Central specials. I used to watch the half hours when I was a child.
During the Prohibition era of the 1920s in Atlantic City. Yeah.
Never knew.
Have you ever been to Atlantic City? It's a shithole.
No, I played this festival called Boots on the Beach that was somewhere near it. And it was just a little tiny beach town or whatever in New Jersey, but I think it was close by. But
what's your favorite city to play in?
I mean, right now it's been Austin, but
yeah, you've been doing a lot at Sanjak.
I just keep on booking these cheap flights, and I fly Southwest. Shout out. I hate Southwest right now, but they fly my guitar. You know, so I travel back and forth, and I've got points. My parents had me on the Southwest credit card when I was a child because I'd fly back and forth and be like kind of an unaccompanied minor traveling to see them.
When you get here, do you already have the gigs booked, or do they just book you while you're in town?
Well, so the last couple of times, I didn't start coming down here till this year, and the first time I came down, never had anything. Met a musician, tipped him, and was like, "If you ever need somebody, whatever." I followed him on Instagram.
And this is your first time here. Wasn't when I met you, right?
Like it might have been.
Was it?
Might have been my first night.
And you had a rental car that time too.
Yeah, I might have been my first time just coming down being like, I had a free weekend, so I'm just going to come watch some comedy and stand in the standby line and wait for a ticket and whatever.
Wait. So I thought you got in because you knew someone. So because you and I were in the very, very back by the sound booth.
Correct.
I assumed that you just knew someone. You bought a ticket?
Well, I stood in the standby line and waited, and then
Oh, and then paid for a ticket?
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah. Well, and so I didn't. Well, but Instagram's been my bread and butter as far as like because the following and like the blue check mark's organic. I didn't have to pay for it. I got it naturally and whatever technologically naturally. I guess.
Yeah, when I see someone with 800 followers and a blue check mark, I'm like, you're paying $14 a month.
Yeah, good for you, bro. But and then I'm always like, what do you do? And I just want people to whatever. I'm not gonna pick on people. People do things for different reasons. But I stood in the line or whatever, and then I think like, again, I just used Instagram or something. I think I connected with Michael Gonzalez at that time or something like that.
The drummer.
Mm-hmm.
He's super cool.
The best. And like he took me over to On It and stuff and worked out with me too.
Nice.
Because again, I can't remember all the details at this point, but it was just one of those like random, just meeting people, and everything I do is super organic. Like as far as I don't have a booking agency, I don't have a record label, I don't have anybody on a team, a manager, nothing. Like no financial backing, investors, no sugar daddies, no nothing. Mm-hmm. And I just, when I was 19, I started sending out emails and making phone calls to random, just live music in Bozeman, Montana. And then I'd get 10 venues. I'd send out 10 emails, and then maybe I'd get one back. Or I'd send out 100 emails a day sometimes to different cities all over the country and get one back. But that's one weekend's worth of shows. And I'd get 3, and then I've got a little tour, you know?
Yeah,
so,
fuck yeah.
And I still do that. So
he's actually a professional frontman. He's got a really badass metal band called Bystander.
Hell yeah. I feel like I've heard of them.
Check out Bystander.
Have I heard of them? Is it
Bystander?
Possibly. No, just Bystander.
Bystander, yeah.
The new stuff we've been doing is called Gritmonger. It's a different project I'm doing. We just dropped an EP on Friday. So.
Very cool. I feel like
they're really good.
I feel like I have a Bystander song on one of my playlists that's probably come up on Spotify or something. I really do feel like that. I'm not going to test the theory and embarrass myself right now, but I'll find out.
We'll look at it after. That'd be a small world.
It'd be very crazy.
Yeah, he's from Portland.
Okay. Hell yeah. I just got back from Spokane, kind of.
Nice. I like Spokane. They go crazy for music out there.
They do. And there's this place that's just north of Spokane.
Comedy club there, too.
Uh-huh. There's this place just north. It's in this town called Green Bluff. It's up on the plateau or whatever. And they've got they've got 17 orchards up there. Everybody in Green Bluff grows fruits. And I don't know how they all stay in business. But one of them, they pay me pretty good to come up and play acoustic for 2 or 3 hours, 3 nights a week or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
And they house me or whatever the case is too. So it's like a full net profit. Like there's no expenses except my flights and stuff. It's just really cool. But they, I just played up there.
I'm getting self-conscious about the fucking dandruff.
Don't you dare.
What would you say is the biggest show you've ever played?
Well, personally, I got to headline a couple big shows that I felt like I was like really proud of, that I even sold tickets, you know, because I don't ever believe.
In Vermont?
No, it was in Knoxville, Tennessee was one.
Oh, cool.
And then down in Atlanta, Georgia. But like the largest crowd I got to perform for, stupid, one of those random, like you don't remember till you ask a question, but there was an artist who headlined a festival in Bardstown, Kentucky, Elizabethtown, Kentucky. 15,000 people, 20,000 people or whatever.
Was it that something Castle Festival?
I can't remember the name of it now.
Because I went to that. Was it Newcastle? I saw Sturgill there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whoever headlined that night, I don't want to out them, but they only came with like 40 minutes worth of music, and their slot was an hour and a half. Like they were supposed to play for an hour and a half, and they only played for 40 minutes. I had been the first person on the lineup that day. I'd already changed. I got blocked in by the headliner's vehicle, you know, like the Sprinter van or whatever. So I couldn't get out. I had to stay there, which sucked. And but I waited all day and whatever, and then he got off stage early, and the person that booked the show was like, I don't know what to do. We've got 20,000 people out there that need more music. You're still here. Like, can you get back up there and play some? And I go, I guess. You know, so I went back up. These Crocs, actually, these are the same Crocs I survived my car accident in. And these are my lucky Crocs. And got back up there and sang the shit out of like a couple George Strait songs, a couple more original songs I'd already played. And because, I played to 2 people during my slot at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Right. And then by then it was, packed out and stuff. So it was very cool. I got to do that. But I've got to open for Joe Diffie at the Jack Daniel's distillery. I almost said distillery.
Yeah.
And a couple other like pretty big shows. The Upchurch shows were always crazy because we'd have like 3 nights of 3,000 people each, packed in like sardines. And
Upchurch is the thing that Drake filmed, right?
Yeah. So
isn't that one of the?
Yeah, that was where the connection was made.
And what's the chick?
Oh, he
filmed also.
There's a girl named Savannah that he worked with for a long time.
Is that her name?
I don't think they still work together, but he was like her videographer. And I think this is very funny to talk about. I've never talked about this publicly, so I hope it gets back to her maybe. But I never thought we were beefing.
Do you not like her?
Well, I never thought we were beefing. I actually, when she first popped on the scene, I was sending out texts because she's from Florida, and I was down in Florida, and I was like, it's a pandemic, so I'm like, I'm in Tampa. I would love to meet you, like have a girls' day, whatever. And she was sweet at first. Then all of a sudden, it turned into this like pitted against each other. The people on the internet are starting to talk smack, and then she comes out with songs that sound like she's like dissing me and stuff. And I was like,
oh, there's like beef in the country world?
There's always, I mean, you should see the beef going on right now in the country rap world.
Between who? Tell me.
Well,
after you finish your story, but then tell me.
Well, and there've never been, because this is such a new and authentic like genre of music, there's not any sort of like country rap music history. You know, Colt Ford is kind of at the front. I guess Jerry Reed, people say like he was almost like the innovator of some of the country rap and stuff. But you got Colt Ford, and Jelly used to be like a hardcore rapper, and I guess like country rapper or trash rapper. I always tell
people I knew Jelly. I don't.
Yeah.
I was listening to Jelly Roll when he was just a rapper.
Well, and Jelly still...
And Yellow Wolf, too.
Well, Lainey Wilson was quoted saying, like, Jelly still owes me $100 from being an extra in a music video or something. He still owes me $100, too, for being an extra in a music video that never came out.
Jelly Roll, pay up, motherfucker.
Hey, he's a nice guy. He would if he knew, if he remembered.
Yeah, I bet if you...
give you $1,000.
I'm waiting on it. I could use that $1,000 on my next car payment or whatever. No, I'm just joking, but... Hey, but yeah, so there's no like history of this. So I think like the first female country rap beef might be between me and Sav first, and then but she started beefing with another girl too that was dating up. It was just this weird. She just went at everybody's throats, I think, just trying to get some attention or whatever the case is. And she's, as far as like the social media is concerned, I mean, she just blew up, you know, which is really cool. And as somebody that likes to see people succeed, I don't know, I don't care if people like me or not, like. I'm so happy to see people do well because it's so hard. Like, take it from somebody that's in it, you know? But as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, I'd still love to be this lady's friend, but I think she's just out here throwing punches for some strange reason.
Well, I haven't seen anything from her since Drake filmed, like, that first video.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. I thought her name was... I could have swore it was like Katie or something.
He did work with Katie too. That makes sense. So Katie's the other girl.
What's her full name?
Katie Noel.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Katie and Ryan dated for a while, and there was a big fallout because there was some like discrepancy between them or something. And one of the videos that popped off for me was Ryan headlined a show in Knoxville, and Katie was supposed to open and then fell out because they broke up and it was toxic and bad and ugly. And he had me sing. They had like this #1 song at the time that I got to sing on, and Ryan went up and of course prefaced with like, I'm not going to talk bad about anybody, especially publicly, but like my friend Carly's going to come up and sing instead on this song or whatever. And I got to sing it, and it kind of, I mean, it went off on YouTube and TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So that helped a lot. But yeah, but there's a lot of beef right now. It's kind of Upchurch versus everybody.
Okay.
And there's a lot of speculation. I shouldn't really like probably put too much words on, you know, like I shouldn't talk too much about it because it's not my business. But like, it's just, I mean, it's these guys, there's Adam Calhoun and Justin Time and like all these other people they started like conspiring against Ryan, which is really sad. And they're all 40 and 50 and trying to do this rap thing and lying and whatever the case is, and Ryan's just trying to defend himself, and it makes him look really bad. And he's actually a really great and generous and kind person. He always has been to me, at least. So, but yeah, there's a lot of beef. It's like 50 Cent and Nas and Jay-Z back in the day, you know?
Yeah, except for country.
Oh, and you got to follow all, because now back in the day, like you would just get clips here and there, or like songs and stuff, and you kind of decipher who was right and stuff. But now you got the social media. So if you don't follow everybody online, you don't really know what's going on unless you just, you know, kind of really immerse yourself in the drama, I guess. And so I just get bits and pieces here and there. But yeah, there's some beef.
And beef. Are they all Nashville? Are all these people, they're all Nashville?
Well, so Ryan's the only one who's born and raised in Nashville. So he was born in Nashville. He grew up in Ashland City, and all these other guys are from Indiana or Chicago or like other random kind of places across the country.
You're not country.
Yeah, it's like, weren't you like? And a couple of them are lying about being in the military service. They never served in the military, and like
stolen valor shit.
Lots, which I got caught stealing valor. Can I tell you?
Whose valor did you steal?
It wasn't my fault. It was I was a byproduct of stolen valor. So I was in Montana playing shows up near Glacier Park, and one of the bartenders at the place I played at, his sister works in a dispensary and all this stuff, and he goes, go see my sister at the dispo if you want some good weed. Perfect. So I go, and he's like, she'll hook you up. And she hooked me up by putting the veterans discount on the account. So like now I just get $5 off or whatever the veterans discount is. And I didn't know. So I went back this last time I was there, and I bought my weed. She wasn't there, and the lady that helped me goes, oh, thank you so much for your service. And I looked at her. I looked down.
You're
and I
like,
looked
lady,
at her
I just play music.
Well, it was like I had 0.4 seconds to either say thank you or to not say anything or to correct the situation, right? So I just,
Yeah.
I don't want to get her in trouble, this lady in trouble for putting me on a veteran's discount and stuff. So the next time I go, I will make sure to be like, hey, by the way,
I'm not a.
But I bought like 2 little pre-rolled joints for $10 instead of 14,
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, whatever. I'll take these $4 today, but I donated it back to a good cause.
Yeah, hell yeah, getting high.
The tip jar.
Oh.
But so yeah.
I tried to join the military twice.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they reject you?
So the first time I tried to join the Army, because I just gotten my first DWI, and then but they wouldn't let you in unless your fines were paid off. So that was the no. Second time I tried to join, I just graduated drug court and didn't know what to do, like with my life.
Right.
It was before I moved to Boston.
Sure.
And so I tried to join, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're physically not able because I have back surgery.
Oh yeah.
I have a fusion.
Okay.
That's why I walk weird.
Okay. I've never noticed.
Yeah, I walk like my belly's in a race against my face.
Well, that first time. Sorry, I almost got ahead of myself. The first time I met you too, you walked me back to my car.
Yeah, to your rental,
which was so kind because
of course.
Well, and I'm Miss Independent. I'm always like, no, it's fine. I got it. Like I got a knife. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't carry a gun, but I do carry a knife or whatever. I'm like, I'm fine. And you were like, no, I insist. Like, please.
Yeah, it's
like
sketchy
I'm going
down
to.
there.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like, thank you. And so that was very cool. But I think you had mentioned that night too. You're like, I had back surgery or something. So these hills, they get me because it was a straight uphill walk all the way up to whatever street that was.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But nothing I can do about it now.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But before we move on, that car crash.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. So you almost died?
Oh, so this was crazy. So luckily all 4 people involved, I think the statute of limitations is up, but also I want some money from this. So just in case it's not, please go find the person that drove me off the road.
Were you driving?
I was not. So there were 4 of us in the car. Oh, you're already on your second? Hold on, I gotta catch up.
Keep up or keep
Cheers.
up?
Here. Party trick.
I want one. I want to have one with you guys.
You wouldn't like
okay.
it.
Here, catch. Hey, nice. I don't want to disclose. You should. There should be a poll on this one. Like, what color underwear is Mason wearing? Because it was a nice little peek at your britches I just got. And
You
also,
like
do you know which color britches you're wearing?
Yeah, they're pink.
Well, you ruined it. There's no poll now, but yeah, they're pink. They match your shirt.
Matches the shirt.
Well, and so I didn't catch up. Hold on.
I did it on purpose.
They say,
Wait, do you need it?
not yet. Yeah, give me another one just so I'm ready. Please. Thank you so much. Pardon me for telling you what to do. But,
Oh, here, you want to do that gay fucking... Whoever told you that's a jackass.
He was a Navy SEAL, too.
He's
crazy.
a moron. Who fuck... I mean, thanks for your service, but fuck you.
Amen. Very funny. And that's a whole story in and of itself, too. But we'll save that for the next episode. But,
Wait. Hold on. Do we have time for 2 stories and then music?
Yeah, we can go for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, because I also want to hear about the PBR thing.
oh, yeah.
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
tell me that yet. But finish about almost dying.
So, and to be brief, I guess, about it, too, I was dating a guy. We were driving to Georgia where he lived, and we were hanging out with 2 of his friends who were also a couple. And the friend was like...
They were gays?
No. Not in Northeast Georgia. I don't think they got any of those up there.
Oh, my God.
You let one out.
Did we just fall in love?
Maybe. And so he's like, I got this new Mitsubishi Evo 10, whatever that model of the car is. It had a spoiler.
Eclipse.
Evo. I think it was an Evo.
Let's see if there's a Mitsubishi Evo.
Mitsubishi Evo 10, I think is what it's called. And it had a spoiler on the back.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Evo X. Evo 10, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was very fast. And
Okay. Fast and Furious type thing.
And I've got the pictures from the accident too. There's no license plate on it because we whatever the case was. But the
Are
guy
we could see them.
I can send them to you. We can put them in.
Okay.
But
you got an iPhone, you can airdrop them to me.
I do.
Airdrop them to the computer.
Yeah, and so all that to say, they wanted to take the car out and wanted to show off how fast it was, but it had just rained and the roads were slick. And Northeast Georgia is very mountainous and windy. And this place called Blood Mountain, actually, ironically enough, we were driving and sorry, I really can't do two things at once. I'm so bad at it. But he tried to drift an S-turn, which was crazy. We were going downhill. We drove up the mountain all nice and responsible. Girls were in the back seat, boys were in the front. And we went up the mountain, and he pulled a U-turn in the middle of the road real fast and goes, watch this. And so we hit back down the mountain.
Hold my beer.
He downshifts and tries to legitimately, like 75, 80 miles an hour, drift a 15-mile-an-hour S-turn curve. And the tires never caught. The roads were so slick. And there was one spot on the road that didn't have guardrails from that corner to that corner. It was just big enough for a car to slide through. And so it slid through, and there was a tiny little bank, like maybe a 10-foot little bank that fell off the road, and then it was a clear drop-off right down to the river. And where's my favorites here? And so we went like 300 feet down a cliff going however far, however fast. And we rolled. We were airborne for 3 seconds. I remember everything. Like everything went into slow motion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the girl next to me, I guess I don't want to name her, but she was like, "Slow down! Like we're going off the road." And I looked at the speedometer because I was in the back passenger, and I could see it was like 76 at least at that point.
Wow.
And he went to downshift and drift, and we went clear off the road and airborne for 3 seconds or so. I put my hands up, did one of these.
Did you have a seatbelt on?
All of us, luckily, we all had our seatbelts on. Thank goodness. And none of us been drinking or smoking or anything. Like, I think the boys were actually on probation or something, so they couldn't. And so we were all just being safe as we could. And then, 3 seconds airborne, end over end, rolled, and we missed every giant tree. We only somehow, we climbed back up the ravine and, walked home.
Did you flip?
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, we were airborne. We flipped end over end. The whole top was crushed. We landed on a rock teetering, wheels down, 10 feet from the Chattahoochee River.
Oh.
So I don't sing that song Chattahoochee River anymore because it makes me feel a certain way. But yeah, all of us walked out. The girl that was next to me was in shock, of course, and so I ended up having to put her on my back and piggyback her, even though the boys were all 6 feet tall and plenty capable of
carrying. They didn't want to help?
Nah, they just wanted to get out of there, I guess. And the guy that was driving reported it stolen. And then, how do I do this?
No car crash manners on these guys.
No, not at all.
Chivalry's dead,
Yeah, can't even carry this bitch up the hill.
MacBook Pro, I think I just sent it.
So y'all, no cops came?
No.
They reported the car stolen?
So the next...
So for insurance purposes?
Well, yeah, because... That's the front end.
Damn.
Yeah, all the windows got smashed out except for mine too, which is crazy.
Wow. Airbags went off and everything.
Back windshield gone. Oh, there is a bit of a license plate. So yeah, if we find Doug from Northeast Georgia, I want some money for this.
Wow.
But so I've got I got a brain lesion from that.
Did you crawl out of the did the door open? Or did you crawl out of that back window?
I actually don't remember how we all got out. I don't remember. I remember we landed. And the guy I was dating at the time, who I actually have an order of protection against.
Did you say he was driving? That your boyfriend was driving?
Nope, it was hers. I guess actually both of our back windows didn't open or didn't break. But yeah, no, it was her boyfriend and his car.
Okay, gotcha.
And but we all got out, and I don't remember. All I remember is my boyfriend being like, "Is everyone okay?" And we all went, "Yes, yes, yes. Everyone's alive. Everyone's awake." We climbed out. Again, I don't remember which direction I got out, if I climbed through the front or if I got out my back door.
Yeah.
And we walked back up. We were like, what do we do? None of us had our phones because everything got thrown from the car.
So you were right back here in the rear passenger?
Uh-huh. And there, like I said, there was a spoiler on it. There was a whole ass...
I like this makeshift tow company.
Yeah, they had to get a crane.
That's just some guy's house.
They had to
that's not even a real business. That's just some guy's home.
I hope that's not a home. There's no windows on that place.
It looks like it's made of plywood.
And they had to crane it out. So the next day, of course, it was 5 a.m. Somebody noticed.
And then that guy shows up and goes, "Oh, thank God, there's my car." Those kids, whoever stole my car, those knuckleheads.
One too, like I posted it was like 5 years later or whatever when we finally found the brain lesion and stuff, and I posted about it on Facebook or something. I guess I was still friends with the girl. I didn't know, but I posted like, it's been 5 years since I got in this tragic accident. I never posted during the time, like I didn't. Oh my God, guys! Like we got, like most people do in the moment. And so I waited.
Walking out with that bitch on your back, like, this cunt couldn't even walk up the hill.
Look at her; she's in shock. She's shaking.
She's ruined.
She's convulsing. No, and so and actually, I lost my composure once we finally hit the blacktop back on the road to walk back. I had to be carried about a quarter mile.
And then
I was like, I can't.
the guys finally helped her.
They finally were like, okay, we can help her now.
I guess.
But yeah, it was just crazy. And so I also, though, back problems, I shrunk 1.5 inches. So all the fluid that's in between your spinal column or whatever was pretty much dispersed. And so I've shrunk from like 5'7 3/4" to like 5'6 3/4" or whatever. So that being said, it was just crazy. And I posted about it on Facebook 5 years later and said something. And she messaged me on Facebook. I think I still have the message. She's like, hey, delete that. Like, we cannot have photo. Like, we reported that car as stolen because they had to go and get a crane to lift it out.
Right, because it was down the 300-foot.
Yeah. I guess somebody the next day or in the morning saw the hole and the skid marks and like whatever, just driving through the road. They saw a whole patch of trees gone. And
right.
Those trees never grew back. I think that hole in the trees is still there.
From the
from us just like clearing house like an avalanche, and but yeah, we all walked away unscathed for the most part. Like I said, I just got a brain injury. They all probably do too, but they probably just never went to the doctor.
Yeah, they're
about
like,
I
be forgetting shit.
Yeah, for some reason, my britches just got a little extra long or something, like whatever. But yeah, it was crazy. And the only way I think I protected myself, I remember hitting the side like 7 times. So we were airborne for 3 seconds. I counted that. And then I remember counting like every impact. And so we hit the side 7 times,
Fuck.
And so it was just tink, tink, tink.
God damn.
Right off the airbag that never deployed,
Like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, it
crazy.
looks like the front's deployed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no.
I've always thought that side parachute, what are they called? Airbags. I've always thought that side airbags were not really ever worked.
Mitsubishi,
I once I just got my 2004 Chevy Silverado.
Yeah.
I'm like 18 years old, just stoked. It's like my dream truck.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. And you know how when a light's yellow, but you're going to go left, so you claim your spot, you pull out, and when it turns red,
carpet bag the shit out of it.
And then you go, right. When it's red, then you turn. So I'm in the turning, I'm going left, it's yellow. And I'm waiting to turn, and it turns red. So I go to, turn. And this guy ran the red light, T-boned me. Just on the passenger side, on the other side.
Yeah.
Spins me around. I'm in the middle of the intersection, and it's this old man, and I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. Like, I'm just like screaming at this guy.
Yeah.
But I'm freaked out. I didn't think to put because it it turned off the truck.
Of course.
But it's in drive and it won't move. So I'm like, but I'm so like, freaked out that I didn't think to put it in park and then just start the truck.
Yeah.
So this car pulls up next to me of these 4 like just trailer trash chicks.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you okay?
Just like me, yeah.
And I'm like, no. Trust me, these were not like you. and they go, are you all right? And I'm like, oh, I mean, yeah, I'm fine. But did you see what happened? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, will you stay and talk to the cops and say that it was that guy's fault? And they were like, can we have your number? And I was like, sure.
Oh, yeah?
So they literally pulled into the parking lot, and because of them giving their testimony to the cop, it was that other guy's fault, and I got like $7,800 from it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh. I didn't give him my number.
No. You know what, though? But now you know how it feels to be a woman. You get free shit when you at least entertain the idea of giving away your phone number, you know?
I was like, sure, I'll give you my number.
Jeez Louise.
Let's hope that you just...
That was the last time anyone ever asked Mason for his number.
Yeah.
First and last time.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe I should have gave it to him. I got your phone number though that night. I was like, oh, I gotta get your. He walked me back to my car. I guess I'm obliged.
Yeah.
To ask. I'm making up words again, but I'm obliged to ask you your.
You're
number.
Welcome. You're lucky to be here.
I am lucky to be here. But as far as the PBR went last night, and poor thing too, it wasn't anybody's fault, but like it's just one of those like technicalities, I guess, where somebody that works pretty high up in the PBR circuit, you know, they're more on the. They're not on the rodeo side. They're in the
professional bull riding.
Yes, that's a company, and then it's also its own little bar circuit too that people play around the country.
Monster Energy, big sponsor.
Monster used to. I used to play Talladega infield because of the Monster Energy sponsorship.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But anyway, that's a story for the next time. But what was I talking about?
PBR. And,
so I went and like somebody at 5 o'clock was like, "Hey, if you want to go." There's a ticket for you. We'll call, like, whatever. And it's all set up. You're all hooked up.
Did a bull rider invite you?
No. So, like I say, he was like, he works for the PBR.
Oh, okay,
he's like
gotcha.
up in there. He's in the, I guess, the industry side of it. He's not like one of the riders or nothing, one of the cowboys. But he is a cowboy. I don't want to offend anybody. Anyway, so it's not his fault. But he was like, he assured me that everything was set there, all my passes and stuff. And I got there. Now, first, the drop-off zone, because I don't have my rental car this time. I couldn't, like, there was no way I was going to park over there anyway, but get dropped off as far away from where I needed to go as possible, and it's 100 degrees.
What was it, a fucking Waymo?
No, it was just a lift, but they only have like certain areas where you can get dropped off and the traffic and whatever, everything's closed off.
So Indian guy.
Actually, I think I've only had Spanish, and luckily, because puedo hablar en español también, but I speak Spanish, so it's been great for me to be able to practice.
You don't speak Spanish?
I do.
Fluently?
Pretty good. I don't know kitchen and construction Spanish, but I can very much talk about like my life, and I can ask people questions. I can get around and like have very good formative, like,
you know,
responsible conversations.
What's it called? Not affluent, but like when you're, you know how she said she doesn't speak kitchen and construction Spanish?
Colloquial?
What's it called when you speak like, not politeliness, fucking, when you're when you're like smart at something, like
making up words,
like how rich people talk, you know,
proper,
not affluent, proper, proper. You speak proper. That's what you were looking for. That's the word you were looking for. I still think there's another one, but we'll go with proper.
The P word. What's the word that starts with a P that's not penis? Proper. That's very funny.
I still think there's another one.
Fluent?
No. There's like a fancy word for proper. Like sophisticated. Maybe. Whatever. We'll move on.
Yeah, it's just if I was like somebody's 14-year-old daughter, I could talk. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If I was a 14-year-old,
you speak rich kid Spanish.
Yeah, I guess so.
You speak like when a kid learns how to play the piano at like 2. You speak
that was
like
me.
Yeah.
I learned how to play the piano at like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And so
I can play Jingle Bells.
I love that. I play like Beethoven and stuff. I don't play any cool piano stuff. It's just like the classical opera stuff.
I mean, that's like the coolest.
Yeah, I guess so. It's definitely a party trick.
You can't play Elton John or nothing?
No, but I could go to an airport and play Fury Lease or whatever, like the...
Are you an airport musician? You do that?
No, but Southwest paid me $500 one time to sing a cappella at the gate.
See, that's making up words.
A cappella means like no projection, so no speaker, no, like they didn't even put the intercom system in front of me or nothing. Like they saw my guitar.
They were like, now dance, monkey.
Well, I think one of the girls was an Upchurch fan or something. And she's like, would you grace us? This is a different story. It happened to have been September 11th. I ended up playing like Free Fallin' and Sugar We're Going Down Swinging mashed up. It's one of my medleys I do. Mm-hmm. I was like, what's a song everybody would know? I'm not going to do like something crazy and just whatever. But they paid me $500 for it. So I was like, I guess that's worth the embarrassment. But but last night at least, you know, I got dropped off by the car or whatever and walked all the way to the will call, and I was going to have to walk like another quarter mile to get my purse searched because I didn't realize they've got like a bag size restriction in these places. I normally just sneak in a back door with a all access. Nobody searches my stuff, you know. I just wasn't used to it. But so I go to the will call, and they say there's no ticket with your name or that guy's, the person's name who put the ticket for me. I go, that's fine. I'm not going to argue. That's crazy.
Right. I don't really care if I see these bull rides.
Give me the text. No, but I'm like, oh, here's a text. He said it's here. But so I left, and then I text the person. I'm like, hey, responsibly, of course, I'm letting you know, like, they turned me down at the will call ticket counter or whatever. They said they didn't have it. And he goes, no, I swear it's there. And he went back up and like reaffirmed that all the stuff was there, all the passes. So I did try to call the box office to confirm as I was walking back to like the lift drop off spot, 200 whatever, like however far away it was. And at that point, like I got back down to 6th Street and I got the confirmation that it was all up there, and I was like, I'm so sorry. There's no shot. I'm coming back up there. Like, I was already a pain in the ass. I'm already sweating through my cotton dress.
So you didn't get in?
No. But he swore it was up there, but they rejected me. They're like, there's nothing with your... I gave him my ID, told him the names.
That guy sounds like a fraud.
It could possibly, but I think it was just a will call box office mishap. I think they just misplaced it or something, or couldn't find it, or... Yeah, sure. That was a 9. That was crazy.
I did it away from the mic.
It
you
almost
still heard it?
Sound like there was a grumbling or
Carly's
tumbling.
the first person to grade one of your burps. She's cool as fuck. You belong here.
Oh, thank you.
Lucky to be here, but you belong.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'll have to come back for part 2 because I have so many more stories.
Yeah,
of course,
absolutely. Hey, would you want to play a song or two?
Sure. Yeah. It's gonna take me a second.
Yeah, let's do plugs, and then we'll do a be right back, and I'll set up a mic stand for you, and then
cool.
But yeah, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Yeah, so Rogers Carly on Instagram and TikTok, Carly Rogers on Facebook. It's Rogers, no D, because I'm a lady. No D on me or in my name. And I got shows coming up. I've got. When does this come? I guess probably next week or a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
Sure. So, I don't know where I'll be playing, but just Google Carly Rogers. It all pops up.
Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you next Tuesday. 2 T's. Next 2 Tuesdays.
There's a D in there.
I play all over the country. Come find me. There's a tour schedule up there somewhere with all the dates that I still have left for the year, or come see me next year. But otherwise, I'll just be randomly popping into Austin and Nashville and wherever
and
else.
You might be moving here.
I might. I keep looking at property every time I come
It'd
down
be fun.
Here. Moving expenses are insane, and I loathe.
I hate moving.
I'm
fighting it right now.
Well, the last time I booked a shipping container and I got like $500 back. Well, yeah, it was one of the companies, but they put the cages inside the boxes, so they only measure outside the cage. But when they put the cage in there in this company, it to protect the box or whatever, the pod, it shortens it by like 10 square feet or whatever. So I was like, well, you're charging me for the cheapness is a sickness. So pardon me. I get my money back where I can, but it was like 10 square feet small. So I got my $500 back.
Nice.
At least part of it, but yeah. So I always measure your pods and make sure that they're the amount of space that they say they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I've used one time, and it was a nightmare to even do. It took forever for it to show up.
Well, and I never ask anybody to help me, so I move like mattresses and couches alone. Like I don't put them up on a computer rolling chair or nothing. Like I drag these pieces of furniture across the parking lot into the thing, and I loathe it. So I'm hoping to find a fully furnished place if anybody's got any pointers. But I keep pointing at the camera.
You would like to have you want like other people's furniture?
If it's already fully furnished, I don't think I'd care too much. I'd probably buy a new mattress or something.
You could find that probably.
If Shane Gillis can do it, I think I can find an old Airbnb turned into a rental or purchase or something.
Yeah, I fucking hate moving.
Yeah, no way.
Well, yeah, cool. We'll set up for some music and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, we're back. And just real quick, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel Mason Smith Comedian or Mason Smith Comedy on YouTube. And on Instagram, you can follow us at You're Lucky to Be Here with the number 2. And I will be opening for David Jolly at the Looney Bin on September 14th in Arkansas. If you're around there, get your tickets. And Carly Rogers is going to play us a couple songs here.
Oh, yeah. It's always my G string giving me problems. Got to make sure it's tuned up. The song's called Stories. I wrote it with my buddy John Haywood, and songwriting's cool because people can steal your material just like comedians, or they can hold it and be like, hey, you said this and it was really cool and I'd like to write this with you, or I want to pitch it to you and see what you think. So we were writing a song And I said something like, man, I got stories I can't ever tell again. In the sake of like, it's either you have to be there or like it's incriminating, one or the other. Yeah. And so he ended up writing it down, saving it for me, and then writing it with me, which is the coolest thing. Like that's such a huge compliment for a songwriter to do, you know? So wrote this song about it. I shout out my mom and dad and talk about my debauchery a little bit, but it's my my love letter, and it's the happiest song about dying early that you could ever imagine, I think. So anyway. I got stories that I can't ever tell again. Ask the strangers here around Austin, Texas, as I'm passing back through again. And if I die alone, I want the ones I love to know I lived my life as best I could. So when I'm gone, baby, when I'm gone, all these stories just like me will find a home. Tell my daddy that I made friends just the same way that he did. I took a page from his pad and pen every time I was in a pinch. Now we might scrap and we might fight, but it'd be settled by the end of the night over some beers or some Marlboro Lights. The way two folks should make things right, just the same as my daddy and I got stories I can't ever tell again. Ask the strangers in the dive bars as I pass through now and then. If I die alone, I want the ones I love to know I lived my life as best I could. So when I'm gone, baby, when I'm gone, all these stories just like me will find a home. Tell my mama that I did good, like I promised her I would. I did all the things I should. I kept my nose in the good book. There's been times I've made mistakes, and every time I've got me to blame. If you know Mom, she'll always say that she still loves me anyway. I got stories I can't ever tell again. Ask the strangers in the dive bars as I pass through now and then. If I die alone, I want the ones I love to know I lived my life as best I could. So when I'm gone, baby, when I'm gone, all these stories just like me will find a home. Tell my buddies that I'm so glad y'all chose to love me. There's plenty of folks that ain't so lucky. They leave this place a lot more lonely than I will. When it's my time, I'll leave my dollar, I'll leave my dime, I'll leave my life here in these lines, and all my love in these rhymes. I got stories I can't ever tell again. Ask a stranger around here, you're lucky to be here as I'm passing back through again. If I die alone, I want the ones I love the most to know I lived as best I could. So when I'm gone, baby, when I'm gone, all these stories just like me will find a home. Yeah, thank you.
That was great.
Thank you. And shout out to Trey Lewis too. Trey Lewis sold me this guitar. He sings "Dick Down in Dallas."
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, so he gave me this guitar on the road with him because I broke mine.
That's sick.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, sorry. I love that song.
You're sitting on your mic,
and
your
also,
voice is coming out your ass.
Also, by the way, that was so fucking good.
Thank you.
Incredible.
That's a great fucking song.
Thank you.
I love that.
It's only got like 7,000 streams, so go check it out.
I got chills the second you started singing.
Really?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
You're a real one. That was crazy.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Thank you. Do you guys want to hear a dark and spooky one I just wrote the other day?
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I gotta look at the lyrics because I just
Carly
wrote it.
Rogers, guys.
Thank you.
Check her out. Are you on Spotify, right?
Mm-hmm. I am. Just Carly Rogers. It all pops up.
Fucking amazing.
Thank you.
It was great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
They the other night my power went out and I just had candles going in my apartment in Vermont or whatever. I live in this old refurbished factory building. It's really cool actually.
Yeah.
But power went out and I was stoned. And I was like, well, damn, I guess I'll pick up the guitar. And I started just writing this and it got real spooky. And I'm not like, I don't need help or anything like that. But I got a little wild hair and started writing something spooky. So
cool. Well, what's it called?
it doesn't have a name yet.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't even, it's literally my note is 3/4 time because it's in like 3/4 time or whatever.
Cool.
But,
So debut.
yeah, but I think it's gonna be called like I Try or something. It's kind of whatever. It's a little spooky. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Is that all right, Taylor? I think I gotta be down here. This road gets more lonely the more that I drive. But I don't trust nobody enough to fly. I just found out today that I'm still alive. That I'm still alive. Digging more holes, the more deeper I dive. But I try, oh no, I try. There's holes in the walls for as far as I see. And nobody knows me just as good as me. I stay up at night 'cause I can't stand to sleep. But this pain in my head and my heart, it runs deep. And I try, oh no, I try. I hope that my mama don't know what I know. And please don't tell Daddy this song that I wrote. Well, my Nana, she's gone now before anybody heard. My brother's a strong man 'cause he keeps his word. And I try, oh no, I try. This road gets more lonely the more that I drive. But I don't trust nobody enough to fly. I just found out today that I'm barely alive. I keep digging more holes the more deeper I dive. But I try, oh do I try. Thank you.
Man, you're so good.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say.
That's awesome.
Wow, speaking of pillows between my legs, let me put my guitar between my legs. Thank you.
Oh, it was great. Guys, go fucking follow Carly Rogers on Spotify and Instagram. What's your Instagram called?
Rogers Carly, no D in Roger, no D at all. Just Rogers Carly. It's got a blue check mark I don't pay for. And
hell yeah, earn that check mark.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for playing the little concert for us.
Absolutely.
That was great.
I'll sit here and play for y'all all
You're
day.
fucking awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So cool, dude.
Thank you.
Taylor, thank you. Shout out Smokestack Studios. Check out the new Gritmonger on Spotify and everything that's out right now. And follow us on Instagram. You're lucky to be here with the number 2. And please like and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you for having me, Mason.